and welcome to Beads Jar. My name's Billy and today I'd like to show you how to make the Navagio Beach Byzantine chain bracelet. So for this Byzantine chainmail bracelet, we're going to be working with the 8mm blue agate beads, a large lobster clasp, 2-inch eye pins, we have the 6mm jump rings and the 8mm jump rings, and tool wise I've got 2 pairs of flat nose pliers, a pair of round nose pliers and my side cutters. I'm just going to clear some space and then I can get to show you what we're going to work with. Okay, so take one of the 2-inch eye pins with the loop on and thread a agate bead onto the eye pin all the way down to the loop at the bottom, and then you're going to take your round nose pliers and we're just going to place the pliers above the bead, so you'll notice there's no gap between my bead and the pliers. Nice tight grip, and then I'm going to use my thumb to push the pin away, so against the pliers and at a 90-degree angle, like so. I'm then going to release the grip and just spin my pliers. So I was here and I've just moved the pliers so they're on top of the bend I created. And now I'm going to bring the pin all the way over the top of the pliers, so it's coming over the top from that side and down to the bead mat. If I take those pliers out now, you'll see I've got a loop forming, and that's going to be really nice and neat. And to finish it, I'm going to put the pliers back into that loop and grip again, and then I'm going to wrap this end around. So you're going to go underneath the pliers and bring that round, and as you do this you're going to coil the eye pin downwards slightly, so you've got a really nice neat coil effect with the eye pin. So we've now got the 2 loops on either side. I'm just going to take away that excess wire, so I'm using the side cutters and I'm going to use the smooth edge, and we want to get really nice and close, into the coil that we've created and take away that excess wire. Just giving you a really nice neat loop finish there. Okay, we're going to use the 2 flat nose pliers at this moment. So I'm going to take the 7mm jump ring and also my lobster clasp. And to open the jump ring, we're just going to find the split. So the split's here at the top, and I'm going to hold one side with my pliers, and then I'm going to use the other pliers to support the opposite edge, and then I'm just going to pull one towards me and one away. Basically, when we close this back together, we've just reversed that, and then you end up with no gaps between the 2 parts of the jump ring. So we're just going to push one side away and bring one towards us, and then I'm going to loop that onto the eye pin that we've just made the loop with, and also onto the lobster clasp loop as well. So that's connecting them 2 together, and you're just going to close that back just how we opened it. Make sure there's no gaps there and it's all nice and together. So that's that section complete. And then we go to another 7mm jump ring, and we're just going to open that up and connect that to the loop at the bottom, and then we're going to add 2 of the 8mm to the open 7mm jump ring here. So I've got that open, hook that on, and the other one, so both on the same 7mm jump ring, and then we close that together again. So now we've got the agate bead, 1 7mm jump ring and 2 8mm jump rings there. I'd advise to open a few of the 8mm in advance, so just get them opened up. And we're actually going to link these onto the two that are there. So just pop your jump ring through. So we've got both jump rings there. And then we're going to close that. Just by having them open saves you a bit of time. And then the next 8mm, and again through the first two 8mm that we put on, so they're together like so, and close that one. Okay, so we've now got the two and then another two here, and I'm just going to grab one of the smaller jump rings and open that up ready. Now this is where it seems a bit complicated, so what we're going to do is pick this up, and we've got the two top jump rings, and you're actually going to flop them to the side, so either side, so they're just going around and towards the first one, and then we push them up again, so the bottom of them's coming back up through, and then you're going to put this ring through those, and that creates the shape that we're looking for the Byzantine. Okay, and then to this open ring we're just going to attach the bottom of an eye pin, so the loop of that, and then we're going to close that back together. So that's giving you that effect. And I'm just going to add my next bead, and then I'll go through this process again for you. So we're going to put our bead onto the eye pin, and we're going to make our loop again. So place the pliers above, push that away at a 90-degree angle, reposition your pliers on top, and bring the pliers, the eye pin over the top of the pliers and down to the mat. Pliers come out, back into the loop, and then you're going to wrap the end, and we want to coil that downwards as we do, so it doesn't wrap onto itself. And then we're just going to remove that excess wire from the end. If you get a tiny little lip of wire coming out, you can use your flat nose pliers to just edge that in. Okay. Right, so pick up my next smaller jump ring, and we're just going to open that up, attach that onto the loop. Another two 8mm. Like I say, I have some pre-prepared and opened and some still closed. So those first two go on, and then we close that smaller ring. And then we're going for another two 8mm. Back to our smaller ring. I'm just going to prep that by leaving it open, and I'll just show you that process again. So we've got the two bottom ones and the two top rings, like so. And if you push up with your thumb, so you're splitting them off either side, and then they drop down like that towards the 6mm jump ring. And then you want to push the other two back and grab the top of those with the 6mm. So you've looped that into that one, and then you add in your eye pin again on this side and close that back together. There we go. So you're just going to continue doing that method all the way along. So with your agate beads in between each Byzantine chain until you've got the length that you need. Okay, so once you've completed your bracelet length, the end's very easy. We're just going to add a jump ring onto here. So I've started with an agate, so I'm going to finish with an agate rather than the chain. And then we are going to put one of our 6mm jump rings just onto the eye pin and close it. And then that's the clasp, and that's the finished bracelet. Your lobster clasp will just connect to that one. We hope you enjoyed the tutorial and look forward to seeing you for our next one. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and get all the latest videos that we've done. We'd love to hear from you, so let us know if there's a particular project you'd like to see us making. Thank you! Bye!